There we go. Dun, 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 dun. Hi, everybody. Dallas from Privateer Press. And today on Get Your Paint On, we have Jessica Blood Tongue. So let's get started. So, as you can tell, hello, everybody. As you can tell, hopefully you can hear me. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. We had a little technical difficulties earlier. Thumbs up if you can hear. Thumbs up if you can hear. Hit me with that thumbs up if you can hear me. Boom. Whoop, whoop. So as you can tell, we're set up a little different again this week. All of our live gear is still in that whole War Machine weekend happened last weekend, and it's being shipped back. So we're doing this from my phone, and it's a little guerrilla style again, and hopefully that's okay. Hopefully nobody finds that offensive or upsetting, because we're still gonna get your paint on. So I got some Jessica Blood Tongue. She is a blighted troll for Cricks, and she's like the leader of like blood gorgers and stuff like that. And she is super awesome looking. If you can see her, I know it's kind of hard to see on my phone, right? Sorry about that. Like I said, everything's still in transit from War Machine Weekend. But she's a super awesome model, and we're gonna get started. We're gonna paint her up. So I think the first thing I'm gonna do is get my small flat brush, and I'm gonna dry brush her silver. I'm gonna get the silver on the armor and just get her started. So a nice thin dry brush just to start working that armor in there. Seems like a good place to start. Why not? What the heck, right? Just kind of start working that armor. And then what I'll do is, because this actually speeds me up, because I can just dry brush the armor, finish the armor, and then I can put some skin in around it. And this lets me be really kind of messy on the armor. And, take my time with the skin and not be so worried about messing up my skin later. So, anyways, if you have any questions, I would love to hear them. If you have any comments, I'd love to read them. If you have anything cool to say, I'd love to read it. Super metallic mode, Jose, you're 100% correct. It's always super metallic mode when I'm in the driver's seat. If you went to War Machine Weekend, I'd love to hear how your time was, how your weekend was, because I'm going to tell you right now, War Machine Weekend is totally dope. Such a good time. Had lots of paint classes. Brendan was just killing the Hobby Lounge with some dope paint knowledge. And then we had lots of company environment stuff. I know Schick ran a company narrative event as well as I. And that was super, super fun. Company Iron was super, super, super well received at War Machine Weekend. Everybody was really excited to get their hands on it and give it a go and play games with it. And we even live stream a game, and I got my butt handed to me, let's be honest. Thanks, Stefan. We appreciate it. My commentary was off the rails. Back to the action. So, yeah, it was just an overall good time. If you can ever make it to War Machine Weekend in St. Louis, it is a fantastic one. And I just saw that they announced the tickets, or they announced the dates for War Machine Weekend 15 years of War Machine. Woo! Benny says me and Brent were the best. I don't know about that, but Yep, and there's your information. They're currently up on Twitch, YouTube tomorrow if you want to watch those live stream commentaries. Watch some really cool games of War Machine be played and hear the madness that is the Privateer Press staff commentary. It's crazy. Right, Yard House. Astute observation. We got some Wargaming with Luck God saying he's painting along with the long gunners. Awesome. Are those old school Signar long gunners or the new Trencher long gunners? Both are cool and both have their uses. But man, those new Trencher long gunner sculpts are super, super supplement. They're super good. Tom Velfop, an extraordinary. Hey, Devin, how's it going, bro? Hopefully you're getting your paint on at work. But don't let your boss find out, right? So I'm just going to be paint. Jessica, paint. Silver. I'll get your paint on. Let me see, get your paint on. What? 2 full units. Owen's paint. Nice. That's awesome. New Trencher ones. Super, super dope models. I love those new Trencher models. Those new Trencher models, the whole line of Trencher models are super good, as well as the Northkin. Just our resin, the whole department is really pushing their learning experiences and their techniques, and just really doing a super good job in production, helping us make just some top quality miniatures, you know? Like, what's your favorite resin miniature right now? Like, or what's your favorite miniature right now? I'm curious. What's your new release? Cricks. Yep. Jessica Blood Tongue, Total Cricks model, looking totally metal. She looks like something out of a metal album cover, right? She's just like, she's going to destroy the hero on the cover. And the hero's like, I'm going to use my rock. Wow. And Jessica's like, I'm going to use my death metal. That's how it is in my head. All the new troll models are super gorgeous. Alex, I totally agree. Valka, Devin, yeah, Valka is just a dream. That model's just fantastic. I love Valka. It's all too. Anthony, hey, what's up, boy? Hopefully Anthony's getting his paint on today. He's got stuff to paint. Anthony's got some new paints to try out. I know that he picked up the new Grimkin set there at War Machine Weekend to give him a go. So hopefully that's what he's painting with today. Some of that Gravedigger denim. He sent me a picture the other day of him working at Gravedigger denim, and it was looking pretty good. Looking pretty tasty. Yeah, Keller fits perfect. Sorry, Tyler. Yeah, Keller fits together like butter. Like butter. Travis, I agree. Loki's a super sick model. The model's super cool. Love that model. All right, silver. I think that's good enough on the silver. That seems good. Oh, there's a spot. Just a lazy dry brush just to get my silvers on. Oh man, I thought somebody's coming through the door. So when are we going to see more super dope shirts? Well, I don't know. Who knows, right? As long as there's a demand, there'll be a supply, right? That's the way business works. What we got here? Daniel, the Grimkin range. Yeah, the Grimkin range is super cool. I'm loving all the models in that range. They're super, super great. So what color should she be? Do you think I should go with like traditional Blight, or should we do something different with her today? Let me know what you think. I think I'm going to do some... let's see what we can do here. Let's go ahead and change the silver. I'm going to go ahead and use the silver as a base to apply my blighted gold. Hopefully I got my blighted gold. I did. Oh, my thing's not real. Blood red, purple. Got purple. Yeah, maybe some purple. Purple, we can put some purple in there somewhere, I'm sure. Purple fits everywhere, right? Purple Jessica blood tongue. And then we can use like red on the cloth and stuff like that. That seems pretty legit, actually. All right, I'm going to put some of this blighted gold over top of the silver. And what this does is, so by laying down silver, right, if you lay down like an opaque paint, like traditionally people talk about like putting down brown and you put your gold on top of that, right? So what happens is metallic paints, you can kind of see through them, right? You need like multiple layers to build that metallic up, right? So if you lay down an opaque paint, you put metallic over top, you can kind of see through it. And what happens is you get this opaque shine coming through the metallic, which kind of dulls the metal. I don't like that. I'm not a big fan of dull metal. So what I do is I dry brush my silvers, and then I put my gold over top of that because the silver covers really good. The dry brush on the silver covers really good. Metal comes over the top, right? And then you have just more metal. So it just increases your metallosity and makes it fast and easy to paint your golds. Because that's our goal, right? Our goal is fast and easy. Our goal is to get the miniature on that table, or you know, on that table to get the fight on, right? Got to do battle. So I'm just gonna put this right over top, and there's a little silver shining through, but once I do my shading and highlighting, it'll all come together, right? I'm using, it's just bringing it all together. Or it will bring it all together, I should say. So, and I just love blighted gold. I think it's just such a great color. And I want her to be pretty gold. I want her to have like a lot of this color on there. And then once I get moving along, I can use some solid gold on the trim to differentiate it, right? And make it look more ornate than you would previously think. So just putting that on there, on there, on there. There we go. And next week, there probably won't be, well, you know what, there might be a Get Your Paint On. Let's talk about that. Next week, I will be at PAX Unplugged, so if you're going to PAX Unplugged, come up and say hi to me. Come up and paint with me, because that would be awesome of you to do. And then maybe what we'll do is have, maybe we'll get Brendan on here on Get Your Paint On and see what he's working on and talking to you guys while I'm at PAX Unplugged, because our gear should be back. Alright, just keep painting this blighted gold. Blighted gold. I think I'm going to have her have like steel toe boots. So I'm going to put the blighted gold behind the steel boots, the steel toes here. Something like that. Something like that. Something like that. All right. And back over on this side, same thing, right? It's just giving some contrast. If I put silver against gold, it makes them both pop out more. So choosing a couple of places to be silver. Will what be streamed? PAX Unplugged? I don't believe so. I do not believe we have any streaming plans for PAX. Ask Bart. Thank you for the question. Oh, yeah. Not to break my playing painted streak, so hitch into it. Yes. Yes. I remember that. You asked if I should, you said, hey, should I play with this guy because he's awesome, or should I not play with him to his painted? And I voted. It was a vote. Or I treated it like a vote. I don't think you actually put up a poll or anything. That you should play fully painted. And, I mean, painted models just look, I mean, and that's the whole fun of it, right? Is the painted models on the table is what makes it look really, really cool. Unpainted models are in packages. Are being quieter than in your Commando stream? Are the wheels looking? Asked Tyler. No, nobody's looking for me. This is not Commando. We are not off the grid. Everybody knows that I'm streaming on my phone today. We just don't have the gear back from War Machine Weekend yet, so I'm doing it from my phone. If I sound quiet, I apologize. I'm not real sure what I can do with that. I am talking normally. I'm using my little headphones, my little Bluetooth headphones, to microphone into my set. So I'm not really sure what the dealio is. Let me see. Let me see if I can fix it. No, that's not good. Try again. I should hear a little doo-doo. You won't hear it. I'll hear it. Hopefully that connected. The audio's fine. Thank you, Anthony. There we go. Stefan, release dates. I don't have release dates. I just make the models and paint models. So I don't have the release dates. Audio is Goose. Thanks, Ian. Audio is Goose. Copy that, Maverick. Get it? I'm not singing wildly. We could fix that. Give me a topic. I'll sing about it. That immediate regret just set in, gentlemen. Immediate regret. There's all kinds of stuff to sing about. Let's get on a topic. Why do we drive on a parkway and park on a driveway? Ba-dum-bum. All right, just blighted gold everywhere. Because I love this color so much. Welcome, says your Uncle Justin. That's awesome. Doesn't really fit with Jessica. Paulo, what's up, boy? Whoop, whoop. Paulo was at War Machine Weekend. Got to meet Paulo in person. I know he got his Revelator, and I know he was excited for it. He was super excited for it. Oh, looks like we got a poll going on. Classic Jippo or Gorilla Jippo? Get your paint on. Yeah, boy. What would I highlight dark purple tentacles with? I'd probably start moving it up into dark purple. I'd start moving it up into a pink, or move it through magenta into pink, probably. It depends on kind of depends on what you want to go for, really. Like you can get different looks by different highlights. So, I think you got a couple options there, Stefan. Moving through magenta up into pink looks cool. Moving through just your pinks up into a bright pink looks pretty cool. It kind of depends on what you're going for. So I would say experiment with a couple different options and choose the one that you feel looks the best to you. Barefoot tutorial. I know for a fact that Mr. Brendan Roy did a tutorial on painting bear fur. So be ready for some wet blending, because that's how you paint bear fur. There we go, Proprietary Press. I think John Swinkles is running the modding releases tomorrow. So there you go. You ask and you got immediately. Bear fur tutorial tomorrow. Wet blending, because that's the technique that helps you paint bear fur. Oh, I know why my voice sounds quiet. My voice, like I have con voice. I talked for days and days straight. So my voice is probably a little rough from that. Plus just traveling. Like, it's exhausting. PP staff in stereo. What's the holder I'm using? It is a makeshift gimbal. What I have here is a microphone stand. This is a micro stand. And then I've putty, poster tack, and a paint lid. This is just a paint lid, and stick it on there. And then I use blue double-sided tape, stick my model on. No concrete here, Paulo. I'm impervious, I've never gotten concrete. Anyways, what this does is allows me to always keep the miniature in the frame of the camera, because when I paint, I tend to do this and 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 this. So what this allows me to do is keep it in the frame of the camera, so Tony doesn't yell at me, as he is wont to do. Tony's always like, keep it in the frame. Do it again. Say your line right. That's not how you say arcane. It's non-stop. But that's how it works. That's how we get better. That's how we learn. Patience, practice, perseverance. Alright, she's got some little coins on her back here, little chainmail. I think I'm going to leave those silver. Alright, what color? I think I'm going to go with some umber, maybe. And start shading this. I think I'm going to take some Cricks. First I'm going to do some Crixbane base. William, it's alright. It's alright to paint on. I much prefer, personally, I prefer to be able to flip it over and do all kinds of crazy stuff. But what this does help with is definitely helps with you being able to see it. Lori, definitely good posture. Let's talk about that, actually, because I brought this up at War Machine Weekend with a couple of people, and I'm actually not practicing it now. Like, if you want some really good tips on painting, ergonomics and posture. So you really need to be setting straight up. I actually prefer standing when I paint. It helps, because what that does is just straightens your back and it relaxes you. Because when you paint set down, you tend to hunch over, right? You hunch up your shoulders, you bend your back. So you put pressure on your neck, shoulders, and lower back, right? And when you put stress on yourself, it's stress, right? So the body doesn't react very well to it. So by setting up or standing, as I prefer, you relieve the pressure from your shoulders, you relieve your pressure from your lower back, and that reduces stress. What that also does is it opens up the diaphragm and lets you control your breathing more. The better you're breathing, the better it is and more relaxing it is while you're painting. My standing desk, I prop my elbows down to the table and I bring my wrists together and lock them. I'm just going to go ahead and move this, and we're going to talk about this. And I lock my wrists together. I prefer paint lids or dowel rods for holding my miniatures. Everybody's got these, right? These are just laying around your house. You just need some blue double-sided tape. It's real cheap, poster tack, whatever. You just stick your model to it. What this does is, like traditional way of holding, I don't have another miniature in here. Traditional way of painting miniatures is you kind of pinch the base like this, right? Well, that's pinching this, and it's not very ergonomic, right? With this, your hand's designed to grip, right? That's what this super sweet opposable thumb is for. So I can grip my miniature. I lock my wrist together, right? And then I actually take my pinkies and I lock those together, right? And what that allows me to do is have greater control over my paints. So if you see here, my pinkies are locked. See them wiggling back there? Pinkies locked. Wrists are locked. Elbows down. I got a grasp. I got my my torso's up. And I got good breath. And then I just paint, right? It gives me much more control. It relieves a ton of stress. It's more ergonomic. It's just a better way. When you go to paint your details, like eyes, what you do is you take a deep breath, right? And then you put your right over the top, right over where the eye is, right? And you breathe out as you paint. So you take a big deep breath. I'm going to accentuate it so you can hear it. And then breathe out. And you paint the eye. That relaxes you, right? That relaxes it and lets you take the shot, right? It's like a sniper. It's just total shooter's training, right? But you just take that shot. Another trick when painting the eye, or any small detail, is like I put the brush right above where I want it, and I move it back and forth. I don't know if you can see the little bit of gap in between the eye and the paintbrush. I'm going to try to get that in the camera so you can see it. And I start moving the brush back and forth without touching the model. And what that does is I'm building up a muscle memory, like a very micro muscle memory, right? So I just kind of do this. And then as I feel comfortable, like when your body starts feeling comfortable and you start feeling confident about it, you come right in and just boom, you just paint the eye. Precision. That's where you get precision, right? It's just building up that muscle memory, getting yourself relaxed, getting yourself into the zone, and not overthinking it, and just letting the brush do the work. That's why I prefer brushes with a big, natural hair brushes with a big bristle or a big barrel and a tiny tip. This allows a lot of paint to be in the barrel, keeps it nice and wet, right? But the tiny point allows precision. So I get in there. If you have one of those little like double aughts and stuff like that people like, the paint dries up way too fast. So you're just grabbing the paint, you're going straight in. This allows me to take my time, allows me to relax a minute, allows me to get my muscle memory down and get ready to take the shot, and take the shot when I'm comfortable. Hopefully that wasn't too long-winded, and hopefully it was helpful. All right, so let's shade this armor. I'm going to take some Crix Bane Base. There we go. There we go. If you liked what I just talked about, send your love. Like and share, please, so I know that what I'm talking about is the content that you love. Because I love you every day. I'm going to shaka my mixing medium up. Maybe. Oh my gosh. I'm almost done mixing medium. That's very stressful. I have to get a new bottle. Patrick, it is B-A-N-A-N-A-S. Bananas. Thank you. Yep. Joffrey, thank you. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for hanging out with me while we paint. Curl, yeah, Alan, that's what I used to do. I used to curl up at my desk, and I was just like, man, at the end of the day, I would be like all stressed and exhausted, right? But by doing these techniques and just these practices, I can paint for 12 hours a day with no fatigue. Like on a Saturday, I can get up early, make myself a pot of black coffee, make myself some pancakes, maybe read a little bit, get in the zone and just start painting. Just stand up and get that posture going, get my paint on, get my army painted. Thursday afternoon paint class. Joffrey, that's what this is. It's paint class, right? It's just chilling, hanging out, paint jam. Too bad I can't wear my gym jams at this paint jam. Andy, I'm sorry, buddy. I would love to do one when you're not at work, but I got to do it. at this time, just the way it works. You know I love you, Andy. I mean, these are available later on YouTube, so you can watch them. You can learn. Get your free lessons. My desk setup, there's nothing on my desk. There's nothing on my desk, Paul. It's just, I'm sorry, Thomas. Pumpkin spice pancakes. Oh my gosh, those are my speciality. Totally happening this weekend for my kid. My desk setup is literally just a paint cup. Like, here, we can do it. I got a little camera here blocking the light. It's it. That's all I got. Whatever. I'm just painting. Let's get that back. Let's get Jessica back in focus. How's that? Does that seem in focus? That seems pretty good. Oh, let's turn it like that. No one needs to see my stupid noggin. I want to see Jessica blood tongue. No, Andy. Podell, dude. Yeah, these all go up every week. So every week on Friday, you get Private Press Presents or P3 Presents. And then it's like the tutorial versions, right? And then you also get the Thursday live stream uploaded. So every Friday you're getting 2 videos. Every Thursday you get your live. Every Friday you get the live version, not live, and the other videos. So that's 2 videos a week. It's pretty amazing. All right, I'm just going to very quickly, I'm not being real precise here. I've mixed umber lumber. This is my stream desk because I can't be at my regular desk because there's people around my regular desk and they'll be talking about secrets and we can't have that. So this is umber with a little Crixbane base mixed together, and I'm just going to paint this in very quickly, 2-brush blending those shadows into it. I'm going to make it kind of dark and kind of awesome looking because Jessica's a super awesome blood gorger model and looks super, super cool. And yes, John is absolutely right. If I was doing this at my desk, it would just be disruptive. Everybody's trying to work. Everybody's got stuff to do, and they don't want to hear me running my mouth because that's what I do all day. Womp womp. So it's just much better to have a second area where we can kind of hang out and just talk to you guys without me being disrupted, right, as well. Like the disruptive nature of people would be annoying. So we just kind of, we got the spot for y'all to hang out. We set this up just for you guys. Come on in, hang out and paint. Get your paint on, Jessica Blood Tongue. Like how that started kind of soft and then just kind of got carried away there for a second. That's the way I do. Grim King getting new models. Blink once for yes, blink twice for no. I blinked off screen. Of course, you're getting Holden, right? Holden is looking super dope, and he's for the Grimkin. Super excited to see him when he's done. Just going to be a super cool model, and I know the rules for him are up in CID right now, so that's pretty awesome. Sorry if my teeth are clacking around the paintbrush. I try to minimize that because I know that can be distractive. I do my best. You have to forgive me. So just putting some shadows in here on this blighted gold. And there'll probably be another shade to this just to richen it all up. Make it dark, and there's deep recesses and stuff like that. I'm really just not worried about this super smooth blends. I'm just worried about getting some shadows in the proper place. New Death Jack almost was in today. I almost brought him up to paint on him, but decided to go with Jessica instead. And I'm going to just say that Death Jack model, the picture that's up on Facebook right now does not do that model justice. That model is ridiculous awesome. Like, it's just, the resin department just killed it on how tight and crisp the resin is. The metal department just killed the pieces. Super, super good. Altogether, that model just looks ultimate badass, right? Way back in the day, way back in Mark 1, right, there used to be this format called Highlander. You could have one Warcaster, one Warjack, one unit, one solo. And I love that format. It was ridiculous. It was awesome. And my list was Asphyxius, Deathjack, Pistol Wraith, and you had Bane Thralls. And loved it, right? That was just like the best thing. And it was the only Crix models I owned for a long time, was just that. So seeing this new Deathjack, there's a part of me that wants to kind of revisit and like, because I'm a better painter and I kind of want to go back and like build that list again, like even though no one's going to play that format with me, but just kind of build that list and like make it super cool looking, because I could use Pistol Wraith Kane, what's he called? I can't remember the name of it. I'm bad with names. Oh my God, somebody help me. But I could build a cool looking force with the new Deathjack and just have fun painting it. Just, I love that. Oh my God. Hellslinger. Thank you, James. I love that model. That format was super fun way back in the day. It was a great time. I would send my Pistol Wraith after the other person's heavy, right? And then I'd send the Bane Thralls after their unit, right? And then the Deathjack and Asphyxius is just like, I'm coming for your caster, bro. Like, unstoppable. Mayhem. Mayhem! Alright, I'm just gonna still work on my shadows. This nice green brown. And because this is an opaque paint, right? Because this is an opaque paint, it dulls down the metal in the shadows, right? And then so that way it just makes it look more metal, because if you look at actual metal in the shadows, it actually is not shiny, reflective. So this actually reestablishes that concept. It just looks really awesome. It looks nice and evil. Because I bet Jessica here is not the nicest of ladies. She would stomp you into the dirt. Because she's a badass. I want less shadow on this upper surface there. This upper surface, because that'd be catching a lot of light. Little shadow's fine. Whatever. This whole underside needs to be pretty flat. Something like that. Mitch, thanks, buddy. It's a fun. It used to be a fun format. I don't know how. I'd have to try it in the new edition. See how it goes. It was a fun format back in the day. Oh my God, I've been playing War Machine for 15 years. Ridiculous, what? That's cray. So somebody asked about shirts. Did everybody buy their shirts? Did everybody get that new Thagra shirt or that Fiora 3 shirt? I'd love to know if you picked those up. Let me know. Let me know. Tell me which one was your favorite and which one you would love to see next. I know what I would love to see next, but I'm not going to tell. I'm not going to tell what I would love to see next. Waiting for a quick shirt? Yeah. Hey, Marty, how's it going? Yes, actually, that's a couple too many exclamation points in my name. Legally, my name only has 2 exclamation points. I have not earned the other 4 there. Crick shirt would be pretty dope. I got an idea for a crick shirt. So, I got an idea. I've got an angle. All right, a little more shadow back here. Because shadows are cool. I like shadows. Shadows are super dope. Shadow makes it look dark and evil. That's really what I want from this model. I want some dark, evil, blighted trollkin, death dealer, monster of pain and suffering. All right, we're going to deepen those shadows up. Dylan, long chop shirt. Long chops is super dope. I just finished painting long chops the other day, so you should be seeing the studio version really soon. He's got bird on shoulder. It's dope. It's the cutest of little birds. Super adorable little bird on his shoulder. So I think for the deep shadows, we're going to go Umber Lumber Coal Black and mix this together. What y'all think about that? Yeah. Let me hear you now. What? Huh? What? Yeah. Coal Black, Umber Lumber. Long chops is love. Long chops is life. Thank you, Florian. You're 100% correct. Long chops is pretty dope. So Umber Lumber, Coal Black. I think I'm going to deepen that just a little bit more. And that with some little bit of Thema Blacks. I screwed that up. Womp womp. Maybe a little more Thema Black. I don't know. That's pretty. Just a touch. Right now, if Ron Cruzy saw this, he'd be like, Dallas, that's too shadowy, bro. Gotta rein in the shadow. Rein in the shadow demon. All right. When are you going to see my trolls? Nick asked. You mean my Steel Creole? They're all finished. They're a point over for Company of Iron, and I'm like, what else? It's narrative. Hopefully people won't complain if I play against them. I know for a fact you'll see them in the next No Quarter. So get your No Quarter, get your subscription to No Quarter, because it's super dope, and my Steel Creel's in it, and they're yellow and steel. But I don't know. Maybe I'll throw a picture up sometime soon. They were a lot of fun to paint and convert. My next Company of Iron list is going to be much more in depth and complicated. So I'm excited to see where they go and what direction I kind of take them, because I have a rough idea. I just haven't quite nailed down everything, but hopefully they'll look really cool when they're all done. So I don't know, maybe you'll see Steel Creel soon. I kind of teased them and then kind of got distracted with War Machine Weekend and stuff like that. So, but they are definitely in No Quarter number 2. So you should pick up. You should just be subscribed to No Quarter number 2 or No Quarter in the first place. But so you can see all the cool stuff that's in that magazine. Because I know we got some terrain articles coming in that by Danny Samuels and some stuff. So yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. Sure, break the rules, right? I mean, Oz just spent time making rules just so we can break them. That's what I think, right? It's like, thanks for giving me these rules, Oz. I'm gonna break them. And Oz is like, you should follow the rules. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna follow the rules. I've never followed the rules in my entire life, Oz. What makes you think I'm gonna start now? I'm a loose cannon. So the other cool thing about this color is I'm going to use it to shade the silver as a wash. So I can take that color, put it on my brush, and then dip it in my water, make a real quick wash, and wash it over the silvers. Does Long Chop's bird get along with, what was that? Long Chop's bird get along with Wrong Guy's bird or the same bird? Different bird. And they're probably like bestest of all friends. Painting crucible graph from what little we know seems challenging. So many details. Any pointers? I'm sure you'll be seeing some videos on painting your card. I need to buy the cards and rules. They weren't at the FLG one. Cards and rules for what? Curious what you're talking about there, Brandon. Little deep shadows on this armor plate. Just to accentuate all those shapes and lines. Right on her chin, because she's got a troll chin. Big old troll chins. There we go. Just some deep shadows. This armor plate doesn't want a lot. I just want to accentuate the lines between the plate and the trim. So just kind of bring that down in there. Just a little thin darkness right between that plate and the trim. Just accentuates, separates them out, makes them easier to read. Florian, oh yes, that's what you want to hear. Of course, I'm going to be painting. I'm not saying I'm going to paint a Company of Iron crucible, but I don't think the rules by themselves are available in stores yet. But they're free online. And that's super awesome. I'd pick up the box myself just because, like, even if I don't play Pigs or Signar, or even if I have a unit, I could use them for other conversions. I can give them to a friend to make my friend start playing Company of Iron with me. But that's just what I do with extra miniatures. So I don't believe in having too many miniatures. Give them to a friend. Get your friend in there. He'll thank you when he or she will thank you when you make them a mini addict like the rest of us. You're like, hi, I have an addiction. Would you like the addiction as well? It's called miniatures, and it's the best thing in the world. All right, more deep shadows, more deep shadows. Just kind of having fun with her. Like, I'm not rushing, but I'm not speeding. Like, I'm not speed painting her. Definitely treating it like almost like tabletop, just for funsies. I'm really making the back side really, really dark with this color because this color is really good. I love this color. Umber and coal black make a really nice color, and then when you add that Thamar black in, it just gets even better. Just a good color. There you go. On the PP store, get them for $14.99. Get your Company of Iron on. Speaking of company iron, speaking of get your paint on, speaking of all of it, oh my gosh, the contest that we're running is ridiculous, right? The contest we're running, the Forge Your Company of Iron, is such an amazing contest, right? So you create your company of Iron Force, you paint it up, you write a story, do a conversion, right? Like convert your guy, whatever, and you enter it, right? Go find the rules. I'm sure here in a second, one of the awesome staff members that is watching this will pop it up there. The top three are going to get a pin made of their company of iron symbol that they've created, which is ridiculous, right? We're going to make a pin for you. The number one, the winner, we're going to resculpt. We're going to do resculpt of a model in the style of your character that you designed. Like, this is one of those contests that I wish I could enter and I can't enter because I work here. Such a cool contest. So, Company of Iron, get your paint on. You should check out that competition because it is bonkers. Like, this is your chance to put your mark in the Iron Kingdoms permanently, forever. Forevers and evers. There you go. Thank you, whoever put that up, John, Tony, whoever. Forge Your Company of Iron. You should check out those rules. Make your Company of Iron list. Submit it. Get your chance. Get your chance to have that miniature made. Because I'm super jelly that this is happening. Like, I might have to quit just to enter this competition because it's that freaking awesome. Like, what a cool competition. Yeah, just a cool competition. There you go. There's your custom Facebook frame to submit your creations. Because frames are cool. Submissions are cool. Company of Iron is cool. Painting is cool. You're cool. I'm getting all soft on here. Tell me what you want. I'm not telling anyway. I'm not. No way. I can't help I can't help the competitors. That's not fair. You know what I want? Cool stuff. Cool stuff. More cool stuff. Right, Tony? Make more cool shit. Words to live by. All right, once again, using this shade, this Umbral Umber Cold Black Thamar Black mix. That is my second shade on my Blighted Gold as my first shade on my steels. Helps me speed it up and get going on my model. Marty, it's a microphone stand. So it's a microphone stand, poster tack, paint lid, double-side tape miniature. Keeps me in frame because I tend to travel when I paint. I tend to get all over the darn place. All right. Oh my gosh, what else do we have to talk about? What else do we have to talk about? Talked about the Company of Iron contest, talked about t-shirts, talked about getting your paint on, talked about perfect ergonomics. Brandon, is it judged by story, party, creativity, and painting skill? Probably all of that all combined, right? Right? I'm not going to judge too harshly on the painting. Just make it painted. It's cool. It's judged by cool, bro. Make it cool. It's judged by a panel of judges. I do know that. Don't be afraid to enter. You never know, right? You just never know. It might be the thing that we go, you know what? That's just dope. This has got to happen. John sent something. Oh, look at John. John's being all Dracodile. Did anybody see Dracodile that Schick painted at War Machine Weekend? I know it was on Facebook. That thing is super dope. He painted it blue, and it made it look really, really cool. Which, of course, you can get your copy if you go to Black Iron Heavy Industries on the PP site. Super dope model. I'm going to have to get myself one. I'm thinking about making it a... I'm thinking about making my Dracodile not gator. It is a gator. Dracodiles are gators. Grizzly Adams did have a beard. Making the Dracodile into a zombie Dracodile for a Maylock, because that would just be bonkers. Just be bonkers cool. And it's just a cool looking model, right? Dracodiles are dope. Death Jacks are dope. Jessica Blood Tongue is dope. Man, I'm just gonna say everything's dope right now. Everything's dope right now. Whatever. It's dope. Alright, I'm still working these dark shadows. I'm kind of taking my time here because these dark shadows look really good. I enjoy painting them. Right? Zombie Dracodiles, totally dope. Totally dope. Andrew, don't judge me. Don't judge me. Grizzly Adams did have a beard. Right, a little black right there, creating a dark line for between the silver and the blighted gold. And a little shadow on that silver, bringing that metal out. I'm just having fun painting the metal. It's just like my favorite part. It's totally my favorite part to paint. On pretty much any model. Especially on convergence. Man, so much fun. Blend that down. Just darken that metal up. Just creating that metallic look by just removing some of the metallic sheen. Gotta put that textures in there and stuff like that. Stippling, little stipple Y blend. Stipple blend. I think I'm Barnabas. Dark shadows. Dark shadows. I felt like that. Oh my gosh, the movie voice guy, where people on YouTube they have him say stuff at the end of the videos. Tell me what you want to say, and I'll say it right now. What line do you want me to say? I'm waiting. I'm totally going to get in trouble for this. I feel it. I feel a Brent coming on. I'm going to say dark shadows for you again. Dark shadows. Aggie needs to make me a soundboard. But I only have enough peanut butter for the front of my body. That's not true. I got plenty of peanut butter. That line is ridiculous. Troll Bloods are the best. Oh, this is a fun game. I'm just gonna keep painting my shadows. Arcane Scroll Works. Brent has no place in Gorilla your paint on. All right, John, you keep him at bay because I think he's looking through my window right now. All right, let's keep working my shadows. Keep working my shadows. There we go. Keep working my shadows. Riboflavin. Riboflavin. Riboflavin flavor. What the heck is riboflavin? I don't even know. I think it's made up. Is it riboflavin flavored, polycarbonated? If anybody knows that one, I'll be super impressed by you. I am literally having somebody stand at the window. I don't know what this means. I think it's a hobo. It's a mean-looking hobo.
I'm not a hobo.
Huh?
I am not a hobo.
Through the window.
How much longer are you doing?
I don't know.
It's up to you. You're
It's up
the
to
only one
you.
doing it.
Where are we at? What time are we at?
You're at like an hour and 5 minutes.
We're at an hour and 5 minutes. Let me finish. All right, guys, I'm getting the what's going on. What's going on? So we're going to finish up the dark shadows, and then we're going to finish up. Sound metal?
It sounds metal.
Metal. Metal. Metal. All right, so there you go. I got to finish up the dark shadows, and then we're going to start calling the night, calling the day, calling the show for the week. A little more dark shadow, a little more dark shadow. David, I'm getting it. I'm good. I'm going. I think I just need to put some on this hammer still. I need to finish this hammer. So I got to the end of the dark shadows. Dark shadows. Zach. Yeah, I mean, I got other jobs to do, unfortunately. So I got stuff I got to do. So if you have any questions, now's the time as I finish up my dark metal shadows. Get them questions in right now. Get your request for what you'd like for me to say, because apparently that's going to be a thing right now. Riboflavin. And as I work these finishing shadows, little line around that guy. She's got these little nugs on her hammer that are pretty cool looking. I'm just going to darken up that bottom and then do like a little bit of a shadow on the head of the hammer here. Something like that. She's got this cool hook on her hammer. No questions. Are you going to be the one that judges for Forge Your Company Art? David, I've not gotten confirmation. I would assume that I will be, because there is painting involved. And I'm not judging the painting per se, but there is painting involved. And honestly, the judges will probably be secret judges. What would a unit of gun mages for order of illumination look like? Order of illumination. So I really need to look at the order of illumination in the KRPG books to get a really good idea. I would definitely be looking at bright golds and whites. Definitely be looking at those colors. Because that's where I'd be looking. Bright golds and whites. Okay, a little more dark shadows on the other side of the hammer just to reduce the light coming from the bottom there. The bottom of this, she's got a knee spike. I want that to be nice and dark on the bottom. All right, guys. So we are winding down, and we're going to be done in just a few minutes with the dark shadows, which means I got to go. So you got about 2 minutes to get your final questions in. Here, I'll get your paint on. Gorilla style. Gorilla your paint on. With the metal and the Jessica blood tongue. Got the metal blood. Jessica blood tongue. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, right? It's like, I would like, if it's not in the IKRPG, then it really probably hasn't been defined yet, and that's something that's just not defined yet. So I'd have to talk to Mike and see what we come up with. So anyways, thanks for hanging out. We have apparently we have a lot of video content releasing tomorrow on YouTube. Probably stuff from War Machine Weekend. Definitely Privateer Press Presents. And we said what that video was. What was that video? Oh, Bear Fur tomorrow on Privateer Press Presents. This will be up tomorrow on YouTube as well. And until next time, patience, practice, perseverance. Don't forget the pancakes. Talk to y'all later. Bye, guys.